We were in Cancun last year, and which we'll do again in a couple weeks. We went to the Playa Mujeres island, and we went like shopping for the trip. And we went into this little, because you were like, I want to go look at some like jewelry, right? So we went in this random
store
jewelry place, and it was your birthday, time. And we went in, and you're like looking at all these different things, looking at these like little like rings that have these stones on them. What rock was it?
It's turquoise. I assume it's turquoise.
Okay. So she's in there and you're like looking at one you really like. And I look at the price and it's like
$128.
It was like $128. Okay. And you were going to buy this ring for yourself.
Yeah.
And I as you're looking at it, I was like, you know, in my mind, I'm like, okay, this trip was like kind of like your birthday present, but I was like, you know what? Like, you know, like I'm going to be the man. I'm going to get this for her. I was like, it's only like $120, whatever. Like, you know, hey, like happy birthday again. Like I'll get this. I want to get this for you. Okay. I wanted to get it for her. And we go and I ring it up because it had to get resized. So they had to adjust it.
I have
right.
Small fingers.
Yeah. So they had to resize it. Okay. And I go to ring it up and it turns out the price is much different because apparently, and I think they swindle people.
They completely they, excuse my language, fucked us over.
Yeah, and
so
like,
hard.
I know that obviously when you go to these tourist areas, it's going to be a price increase. Like I understood that. So I was like, okay, this ring is probably worth $70 and they're charging $150 or $120, whatever. I don't know. But it turns out that $120 or whatever it was per carat.
Per carat.
I didn't know there could be carats in other stones.
There is, but like I work for a jeweler and I was like, there's no way. Like, no way.
But so when I go to ring it up, he's like, that'll be like $800. And I was like, what? And Taylor's on the other side of the store because I'm like, oh, I'm going to get, I don't know what she was like looking at some other stuff. But I went to buy it and it was $800. I was like, it's what? It said it was 120. He's like, oh no, that's per carat. He's like, it's $800.
I'm still sick to my stomach about this.
So we walk out.
I'm sweating.
And then and it's weird that I told you, I was like, by the way, I was like, not in like a, look how much I bought this ring for, but I told you, I was like, the pricing on there, that was per carat. And the ring was like
800.
I worded it in a way of not to like try to bring up the price, but you're like, how much was it? And I was like, $800. And you wanted to go and return the ring.
I did.
You're like, let's go back, like return it. Like, absolutely not. Like, absolutely not. I don't want this. Like $800. That's ridiculous for what you're getting ripped off, whatever. But I was like, Taylor, we already got to resize. I'm not gonna be the guy that goes back in and is like, oh, I'm not gonna return this thing.
It made me feel like to this day, I feel so guilty about it. Like it makes me sick to my stomach.
But it's a really cool looking thing. It's a memory.
It's a memory. I love it. I still have it. I still wear it. But it like, I get sick to my stomach about it. And when I tell you guys, I felt so bad and I still feel bad, but like that trip, like felt so bad the entire time. And I was like, and it's like, I know you don't have to worry about like $800 too. It's like Max just spent like stupid amounts of money on his office computer and everything. So I'm like, $800 to him is not like, he doesn't care about that. Like he's whatever. But I was like, that's way too much. Like you did not need to do that. Like that's not okay. Like I feel so bad. Like I was about to give him $800 because I felt god awful. And I was like, I'm sweating right now even thinking about it because it makes me still
but it was
I feel
like
so guilty.
The way that you I can't remember how I brought it up because it's gonna sound weird. Like, why did you tell her the fucking price? Why didn't you just like suck it up? But it's like because I was shocked at it.
Yeah, because it's like that's wild.
Yeah, and
wild.
But like your reaction and being like, let's go return it. Like I was like, oh, this like she doesn't want like me to spend a bunch of money on her. No. But but we live a very good life, and we have nice things, and we go to do fun events. But it's been refreshing to know that like from the day that I met you to now that like nothing has. It's not like you've ever like swindled me now that you got me into like tricking me into like
You're with me.
Buying shit.
I just swindled you to stay with me for the rest of your life.
Yeah. And that's expensive.
That's not true.
What is going on, guys? I am Max Tuning, your host. I hope you enjoyed this little clip. If you want to see the full, magical, lovely episode, just click the link down in the description or search Don't Be Sour on your favorite podcast streaming service. And remember, thank you for tuning in.